I'm just going to take myself out if I ever feel like that, y'all. So just know that's on the list of Antoine's suicides. All right? So if I ever commit suicide, just sit there and be like, damn, maybe he was thinking about fucking a dog.
So right now, the only thing on the Antoine suicide list. Right. So you better start adding some other things to this list. Because if you ever commit suicide, I'm like, fuck, he starts thinking about fucking the dog.
Hey, but see, I'm going to be right next to you at the funeral and be like, man, I think he might have done it.
Hey, you'll know.
This man, Zach, just trying to put ultimate fucking dirt on your name at your own funeral. Like, I think
Zach's
he did
not
it.
allowed at the funeral either. If it comes,
I'm going to say this politely. I'm not going to listen to a dog fucker's request.
No, but my other friends will, and they'll remove you. I guys are all at a funeral anyway.
Now that he put it that way, a dog fucker's request, I don't know, man. You a dog fucker.
I think I was right last episode. What is it, 2 episodes ago? My most toxic relationship, man, is with my friends.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Now before I go to bed,
you don't have to live with
you guys are going to be just, I'm going to hear y'all in my head talk about, I'm not taking the dog fucker's request. I'm not even going to be at your funeral. You're a dog fucker. Literally, you just said that to me. I never fucked a dog once in my life. And here I am being straight told in my face. You're a dog fucker.
Hipsters. This week we're going to be doing our monthly review for the month of February 2020. We're talking with Jeremy, Antoine,
2021.
2021.
Oh, 2021. I fucked it up.
Don't take us back to 2020.
I fucked it up.
Lifestyles of the rich and famous over here 2020.
Oh yeah, we're talking with Jeremy, Antoine, Dorian, and Zach.
All right, so just to verify, this is February 2021 review.
This is not a repeat of.
I will say though,
year.
today I did look up. I was trying to look up 2021 for something, but I looked up 2020.
Oh yeah, we're just in eternal 2020 now. That's what it is.
Well, this is really like 2020, the deluxe edition right here.
2020 plus
the director's cut.
Yeah,
2020
You could argue 2020.
This is everything that was supposed to happen in 2020, but didn't. So
Here they are.
The 2020 Snyder cut.
Yeah, 100%.
So I will say that there was a significant loss to this February 2021, and that was the Facebook rhetoric of our friend, the attack on white people every day of Black History Month. She passed, so I did miss that, but it was a great time.
I remember the first year that I seen it, I was like, yo, she's wild. And like, there were so many people that were like angry at her for it.
So many. She got banned so many times for being like, for this day of Black History Month, I'll tell white people, please season your fucking chicken. And then white people get angry and report her, and then she would get banned. Then she would come back with another one for the next day, the next day, the next day.
But then by the 4th year of her doing this, right?
Those motherfuckers get mad.
Because motherfuckers get mad at anything. But by the 4th year of her doing this, right, everybody was like, "Oh, Alexa's back on her shit." like it was like motherfuckers were actively like participating in it.
Yeah, it was a nice Black History Month tradition. I liked it.
It was honestly,
I loved it actually.
Pretty hilarious.
She went hard for it, and then I was like trying to bring it back. I couldn't. I just was like, nope, gotta leave that. There.
On, man.
I tried to go back to all of her posts to screenshot them to repost them, but I'm pretty sure that this fucking bitch Zuckerberg took them down. So fuck you, Zuck, for that.
Rip Alexis.
Also, Black History Month note. Judas and the Black Messiah was dropped.
Yep.
One of the best movies to come straight to stream.
So far.
Was that the beginning of the month or in the middle?
It was like a weekend.
Yeah.
Like a weekend. Like the first Friday or something like that.
You have until March 15th to listen to that.
To watch it.
Watch it. Yeah.
To listen to it. Just put it on in the background while you're cooking dinner, please. Oh, they really take it down like that?
I believe that's
Yeah,
that.
they can leave it up for a month.
It's a limited time thing.
Okay, I mean, it makes sense.
It's a way to coax people to watch it almost all at once as quick as possible.
Well, I mean, they do like they keep it in the theaters.
Right. I mean, it's a little bit less high than they keep in theaters for sure, but still.
I mean, if anything, they'd probably do it for next February, so.
We don't know how bigger studios will put the movies out, though. You are right.
Right. Because, I mean, they reach a bigger audience, so why keep it on there for 3 months like they do in the movies?
True. Great movie, though. Great movie.
I guess you are right. They reach an audience like...
Right.
HBO probably makes so much more off of subscriptions now from doing that.
Oh, easily.
That deal.
They made like Keith.
They're literally the home box office. The home box office.
That is their literal name, yes.
That shit was all the way over my head. I was like, okay, home box office. Okay.
HBO.
Like, literally, like, oh, shit. HBO. Gotcha.
We here at Not Your Average Hipsters are firing on all cylinders today, apparently.
No, I'm just old, and I know that kind of stuff. Even though it says it right under every logo for every show.
Every show, every single one. All my favorite shows happen to be on HBO too. Like I'm watching The Wire right now. Gotta say, old show, but excellent show.
You know what's crazy? That now that you say that, just brings to my attention. So in the month of February, I seen that our 8th grade history teacher currently watching The Wire and talking about how good of a show it is. Mr. McClellan.
That is wild.
It was. I was like, okay, all right. I see you out here, Mr. McClellan. You want to get your street game on. You was looking at us little hood kids like, ooh, he probably part of this little function that he got. He's probably breaking us down back there when he was watching The Wire.
That's not all what The Wire was about, though.
The Wire actively does have
they had all aspects of what was going on in the city. As far as from the street and over to the top. Yeah.
They also have a part where some of the cops go like work in schools at some point and like are actively working with little dope dealing kids in the school. Like, so very interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I thought it was interesting.
That's what he's doing now. I see you at the Mr. McClellan.
Oh, that's funny.
So, what you got? What was your most exciting thing of February? That's for anybody.
I mean, this is my most exciting thing because I just read about it like before I came in.
Okay.
But a man in India.
This has a real Florida man vibe to it already.
Oh, it does.
It's India, man.
In India got killed by his rooster during an illegal cockfight.
He deserves it.
Yeah, no, he did. He did. Real shit.
You want to tie razors to chickens and fight them?
Yep.
Then you get razored by the chicken, you dumbass.
During the fight, though, like, damn.
Because
like,
those chickens, people think that chickens are stupid, right? But the chickens were communicating. They were like, hey, let's just attack this nigga.
Yep.
And then they did.
Like, believe it or not, chickens are not that actual flighty of an animal. They'll stand their ground.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah,
that's why you fight. That's why people fight chickens. Is because they're aggressive.
Yeah,
they're aggressive. 100%.
Yeah,
they're also prone to cannibalism very quickly.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something else, man. Like I thought you were about to talk about a chicken fight you seen a couple days ago. I was like, what? He wilding? He wilding up. No, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm glad he died. I'm not gonna lie.
Are a lot of those people like who broke the story?
It was out there in India first.
Like the people just called the ambulance, like, "Yo, we was fighting chickens and the chicken killed him."
I mean,
is the chicken still alive?
You have to explain the dead body. You have to explain the dead body and all these chickens with razors attached to them.
I feel like they just left, right? Like everybody just left, and then somebody found him. Like, yo, what the fuck? And then the chickens were just there because, like, where are they going?
No, the chickens all escaped. They're just like wild, razored chickens running around.
I just got this image of like a rooster with like a little WWE belt on it right now, just running around.
You never know. They might have like little
all I keep seeing is chicken feet with razors on them. That's a terrifying thing.
I'm just imagining this like gang of chickens with razors running around, like fucking. They're in your back alley, right? Like you could just see the razor blades on the chicken's feet.
Yeah.
Like you're just looking at them like,
Who would have knew it only took some tape, some racers to bring back velociraptors?
They kill your cat.
What's your most exciting thing?
Most exciting thing?
Yeah. Most exciting thing, the thing that got you most pumped up. This is pumped up February here.
I'm a pump it down with mine.
Oh.
My biggest thing.
Got him not pumped up.
Biggest thing. That man Joe Biden is already bombing Syrian.
/ doubling down on the Trump immigration.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. My discussion of this month is Joe Biden's failures.
I just want everybody to know you can go back into multiple episodes that we did about the election and hear me say that both of these assholes are piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't think anyone disagreed with you.
Nobody disagreed with you.
I mean, I'm
nobody
just
was
saying.
like, no, but Biden though.
No, but some people were disagreeing out here.
There were
saying to the public.
Yeah.
To the public.
Yeah.
I knew this was coming. He definitely wasn't about to let the kids out the cages. That's all I kept saying. Just let the kids out. Just let the kids here. You're about to let the kids out.
Like, why are we expecting too much to change?
No, you never expect anything. Well, I never expect anything to change, really. Like, you know they're going to bomb shit. You know it. You knew it was coming. Kamala was like, bomb them motherfuckers.
Is that a reason to not be critical of it?
I mean, but you're just going to keep beating the dead horse, though?
Yes. Yes.
This is the newest version of American concentration camps. I mean, this is not the first time we've done this to a group of people.
Oh, no. We know it's concentration camps. We should be, like, rioting, but we're not. So what are you going to do if you're not rioting? If you don't have a bunch of people that are going to riot for it, it don't matter. Like, there's nothing we can do after that. It's sad as fuck.
Right.
It's sad. But, like, unless you're ready to go riot, ain't shit about to change. Let's go break them niggas out. I'll do that. I'll go down a blaze of glory like that as long as, like, some shit changes from it. But it probably won't, and I'll just die.
It probably won't.
And I'll be on CNN. You
won't even go to jail. You won't even die.
How long it's going to take the NSA to call Antoine on his phone to tell him to shut up?
They're not going to put you on CNN. They're going to be like, nah, we ain't even going to give them that. They don't give nobody that, man. They probably done already kill some motherfuckers that try to break them niggas out, man.
It's also fucking almost hilarious how fast people have gone from calling them concentration camps or fucking, just cages and like shit like that to they're overflow migrant facilities now. Like the amount of bending over backwards that the media in general is doing to fucking just be like, yeah, no, this is way better than it used to be 4 years.
This is what you guys actually wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the question:
that's how I feel like they're saying it to you.
And
like,
again, call them what they are, concentration camps. Are they all publicly disclosed where their locations are, or is there just like a handful that they're willing to admit where there are, and then like there's probably something
people try
further
to
out in the middle
in front of them,
nowhere.
But they're going to like just like regular ICE campuses. You know what I'm saying?
But keep in mind, like during World War II, like the Nazis like showed some of the camps, but they showed like the nicer versions. They showed the ones where the people were playing like soccer and they were like laughing and eating, whereas 99% of the other ones, there was people being shoved into ovens. Like
they probably do got some hidden ones.
That's what I mean. Like
because the ones that they show, they're like, we got all these people, and like you only see like 200 people, and like they don't even make it look good. The other shit probably like Guantanamo Bay.
But like that's my question. Like how many are there that we are just like in the middle of nowhere?
Area 51 is literally just an ice camp.
Probably.
That's why they won't let you close to it.
Oh, those are kind of aliens.
Yeah, real shit.
They've been right the whole time.
Real shit.
They were like, damn, if they storm this bitch, they're finally going to see.
The same thing with like the...
They probably think people are so dumb because like there's aliens there that like, because they call them aliens, but that's not like extraterrestrials. So like they call them aliens, so that's why people think there's extraterrestrials there,
right?
So just people. I think we just broke some shit.
Let's edit that out just in case they come for us.
It's too much knowledge.
Is that somebody knocking at the door right now?
Oh, fucking
start shuffling on the mics and shit.
the same thing that I would say about the like how people are bending over backwards to fucking make it seem like the concentration camps aren't concentration camps is the same thing they're doing with like the bombing in Syria. They're like, I literally seen this dude that last year was posting fucking, well, any kind of military action taken is really just wrong. And now he's literally on the internet like, well, what were they supposed to do? Just let the people who attack our base just go? Blah, like it's.
I mean, like, this is my thing that I always keep saying. Just like, why do we have a base over there? We don't need a base over there. We can just come over here, protect our borders from people bombing us, not from people coming in. Like can let people come in, but just don't let people shoot missiles at us and then call it a day.
Plus, like, the favored means of taking out individuals who attack bases are single missiles that cost like 5 people's worth of college tuition.
Like $100,000,
if not more.
Yeah.
Back when missiles cost $100,000.
Like, if all of us were to get like a master's degree or something like that, it's about 3 missiles there.
Oh, I do want to point out the fact that I seen this fucking it was a picture from some kind of missile presumably owned by the American government, and the memes are real. It's got like a BLM sticker, fucking a transgender fucking like rapping on it. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, we're still a military industrial complex, but we're woke now.
We care about lives while we drop bombs.
Boom. 100%.
That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Also, have you guys heard of Biden's speech yet?
Who's paying attention to politics?
I mean, I just like
That much.
I heard a Trump speech. I heard a Trump speech like every day.
Trump speech was literally like
so
3
I thought
days
you were
ago.
like asking about like a very specific one.
No, like just any, like I have not heard about, like I watch like
He's giving speeches.
the Daily Show and shit like that, and they just don't make fun of his speeches.
No, yeah, they're still talking about Trump like, on some real shit.
I mean, he's already announced that he's going to try to go for 2024.
Literally, he was at the CPAC convention.
They were all making the jokes that, yeah, the news is boring now that Biden is president.
I mean, it shouldn't be though, because Biden is just as dumb as Trump. He just wears blue.
Yeah, but Biden isn't on Twitter, though.
Plus, I will also say the difference is like facts. I don't think we've had any other like president in the longest time that like tried to like throw so much propaganda of himself 24/7.
Yeah, that's all Trump was doing. He was just riling up his people every day.
He loved it.
Like y'all gotta see my
That's my
face
point.
every day.
He loved
Look
it.
at me every day. Listen to my speeches every day.
He was on.
The
That's
people
why
that
he loved
every day.
Kim Jong-un. He wanted to be like him. He was like,
I mean,
you guys need to hang pictures of me in your house, everybody.
Yeah, have my name everywhere. This dude has
honestly,
flags.
you're really not
He
that
has-
far off there.
He has
Have
a
a
flag that
parade
is
for
literally damn near the equivalent to the American flag.
A Trump flag, yeah,
Yeah.
It
motherfuckers.
was flying like right side by side with the American flag everywhere.
I mean, I was at the gun
It is an
show.
illegal thing.
It is.
A lot of the things that they do with the American flag is illegal. You shouldn't
Even
you
wear
shouldn't-
it. Yeah.
Right, you're
Yeah,
not
you
even
don't
allowed
wear
to
it.
wear it.
You don't have American flag napkins, lighters, or
Right,
anything.
none of that shit. All that shit, it's illegal.
It's
It's
just
all made
no
in
one.
China though, so they just make it and send it over. None of the shit with American stuff on it says it's made in USA. He was
of
looking at it
course
like
not.
made in China, like, oh, you motherfuckers. Damn, man, I forgot what I was gonna say, man. I had it.
So what was your most exciting moment of February?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I thought that they would have shut this down, but they didn't. And the gun show was still going full effect February throughout Ohio. I'm pretty sure everywhere else, just like a flea market. But the Trumpers were still strong in there. Like still rocking Trump 2020 stuff, selling it, whole bunch of...
I mean, we're 150 plus years after. There's still like not as much anymore, but the
I
like
guess you're right.
Confederate flag flying around, dude.
Losers.
It's the same people.
No, but that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was
Are we
gonna say
gonna have
about
to
the,
deal with 150 years of Trump?
I think so. I think so.
That is horrible.
But keep in mind, it might just like dwindle down as like the old people population starts to go away.
Oh, you think it's just old people?
I got this man Fred for you to meet. That man Fred loves Trump.
To my knowledge, majority of Trump supporters are at least above, I would say like 40.
No.
Not
No?
Fred.
Out of your mind.
Nah.
Okay, I'm
You're
not saying
smoking
that
hard
there's not exceptions.
Nah,
I'm
man.
just assuming or making a guess on like what the majority population
Go to the
would
gun
be.
show. See how many rubber boots and Trump shirts you see walking around.
How does that define age, though?
They're all out there noodling, man. You ain't noodling at 50. Your back ain't meant for that. They got the noodling suits on. You know what noodling is?
I know exactly what noodling is. It's a good way to have an alligator eat your hand.
Or just Get a catfish out of the water.
Or a snapping turtle, take your fingers.
You gotta be a real motherfucker to noodle, man.
I understand.
Real country motherfucker. Let me say that, because that, like, you could be a real city motherfucker. You ain't noodling shit.
Ohio news: time limit restrictions on bars are gone now. We're back up to 2 a.m.
Oh yeah, I didn't understand. Oh, so that's another thing that I didn't understand in February was like how everything is opening back up, but the map is still red as fuck.
Because they need money. The state can't bail out all these bars and restaurants on orders that they're enforcing that are making most bars and restaurants bankrupt and go out of business. So they realize, well, we got to do something.
They could bail them out though.
They could, but they're not. It's like how like this first quarantine came through about a year ago. Again, this is the roughly 1 year anniversary of our 2-week quarantine.
2-week quarantine.
Yeah, exactly.
We never quarantined.
We did never really quarantine.
Motherfuckers been out here since day one of coronavirus.
You're right, but we're also talking about a period of time where like my job then it's like, oh yeah, the governor said we're not allowed to be on this property, so you can go home. Here's this piece of paper. This is why you're getting unemployment. It's not because it's not enough work. It's because the government said so.
Oh, so I got something that happened that was really, it wasn't exciting. It was kind of scary, kind of eye-opening.
Oh, my God.
That happened in February. It was a video that this man sent me right here that informed me that otters are savages.
Sea otters? Yeah, they're terrible.
Terrible. They rape
They
and
hold
drown
hostage.
fucking baby seals.
And they lure dogs to this shit.
And lure dog, whistle to lure dogs into the lake and kill them.
They're known to take baby otter pups and hold them hostage and force the mother to go get them food. They're all
Well, I mean, feed your baby, though.
Their own babies?
No.
Feed your kid.
They hold their babies hostage to get food for themselves.
No. Like a strange male otter will come up, snatch the baby.
Oh, strange male otter.
It forces the mother to go get it food.
The baby daddy on it?
No. He's saying a stranger otter.
Damn.
Yo, otters are like, they look cool, but
Literally, they hold
motherfuckers.
ransom.
Maybe otters need guns.
I can see
otters with guns would be
otter
scary.
with like night vision goggles floating on
Otters
its
with guns
holding
would
a Glock.
increase the crime rate. Factually.
They would start coming up on people. Like, hey, we
Shoot
could take his
motherfuckers.
McDonald's. They would just be chilling at McDonald's. You walk out the door like,
There's
otter with a gun. Like, oh, shit.
What the fuck?
otters, the new master race.
I don't even know what type of noise an otter makes.
It's like squeaks.
But you would be scared hearing that squeak when Otter got the strap on you.
You know when you like accidentally
start
step on a
dropping
dog
everything
toy in
you
the
have
middle of the night?
It still shoots you anyway.
You know when you like accidentally step on a dog toy in the middle of the night? It's kind of like that.
That's what an otter sounds like?
Something like
That's
that.
pretty scary just to think of that's the sound it's making while
as
it's,
it's threatening you.
while it does what otters do, while it's taking like other baby otters or raping baby seals or otters are not cool, man.
No. Penguins are
praising
actually even
otters.
worse.
Stop praising
Yeah,
otters.
penguins are pretty bad, too.
Penguins, at least some species, like the shorter ones, not the emperor penguins that are tall, they've been known to literally rape other penguins to death and then continue.
Yeah.
Some necrophiliac shit.
They go from rape to necrophilia just like that.
Their eyes roll back in their heads and shit.
Whoa.
That is wild.
Penguins are bad. They look cute, but don't. No, penguins are bad.
That's why I got to fuck with the puffins.
Speaking of things in
Cold climates.
cold,
That's one of the things.
Yeah.
So I want to bring up the big Texas deep freeze.
yeah, for sure. That is what was it? 40 people died, froze to death in fucking Texas.
I don't think it was 40
There
people.
were people getting $16,000 electric bills
Well,
and
that-
being expected to also pay it.
I mean, they have no insulation in their house.
Well, I mean, besides that, it's like for the few people that did have power.
Yeah, that's if you understand why that happened, though. Like, I understand why they was getting that bill.
They shouldn't be expected to pay
I mean, I understand that they shouldn't be
$16,000
expected
because
to pay
the government refused to
but
update its
I
fucking
understand why they
infrastructure.
got the bill, though.
More
I
than
understand why they got that
40
bill.
Houston area residents died after the temperatures dipped below freezing.
There were fish tanks that literally froze overnight, and the fish would be like
But did they
in this
freeze to
giant
death?
block of ice.
It's pretty crazy that it got that cold in Texas.
I mean, because I'm sure motherfuckers got into accidents because there was that accident. There was that pileup down there,
Oh
too.
yeah, dude.
There are people with hypothermia that died, froze to death because of homelessness.
I mean, that should be expected, though.
It's a horrible thing to say, but yes, you're right. I guess it is to be expected.
I mean, yeah, if it gets to 3 degrees in Texas.
I mean, do you think about the homeless people that live downtown the same way that you're thinking about them right now in Texas?
Yeah, but I think the problem is that like people who like one of the big reasons why like LA has such a big homeless problem is they have such mild, almost unnoticeable winters. It's not something that they take into account for. And I'd imagine a large portion of those that are homeless in Texas are probably under the same assumption.
Well, yeah, I understand that.
That doesn't change the fact that homeless people here still have to deal with freezing temperatures all the time.
You're right, but we're also talking about a group of people who realize that they still have to prepare for it and at least have the extra insulation, possibly even tents or whatever they need to do to make sure they don't freeze to death in the middle of the night.
Yeah, because that's wild. Because to have no power and the temperatures are below freezing.
Yeah, it's crazy. And no insulation in your house.
I will say though,
so it's losing that temperature that it did have throughout the day in hours.
Well, I mean, it was still cold as fuck during the day.
I will say though,
it was just cold.
The richest motherfuckers that will now be in Texas, they're not the oil tycoons, they're plumbers. Because all their fucking pipes burst. Literally, there's videos of apartment complexes where there's icicles forming out of the ceiling and making like almost ice walls like in these hallways where people can't get through.
Sub-Zero was in these people's houses.
No, real shit.
Videos of these McMansions where like the water bursts and like there's like 5 inches of like water pooling at the bottom of their house.
A McMansion.
And then Ted Cruz happened.
Oh, yeah, Ted Cruz.
Oh, my God. Yes. That man, Ted Cruz, left for fucking Cancun.
Got caught.
Fucking whoever took that picture is the GOAT, for real. Let's just say that one first off. He's the GOAT or she's the GOAT.
It's a she.
And then they...
I can't
and then the person that's in their group chat that ratted them out, too. Somebody in their group chat ratted them out.
That's fucked.
I mean, I would like, nigga, what?
You're like, what are you doing?
I love how
You are my senator.
He came back like
How
with
dare
his like
you
sanitary and he's
for
like
a better life.
I just wanted to
For your family.
I just wanted to fly with my children down to Cancun, make sure they were okay. Not like his wife wasn't with him or anything like that.
No. So
and
this
then came
is the
back,
thing.
it's like, oh, it's just it's nothing.
First, this bitch is a Republican going for building a wall to keep fucking people in Mexico from coming
to Mexico.
to America. You bitch. Do not leave America to go to Mexico when shit gets rough. You little bitch. Like, that shit should not even be allowed. This motherfucker's completely out of line. He deserves to be beat with a fucking stick in public.
Let me throw this in there as well. This is also the same state where there's senators or Republicans filing for like possible secession from the United States in January because it's a Biden presidency now, not another Trump. February, can we have federal funds, please?
Right. Okay. So let's talk about a couple things here, right? First off, let's talk about the fact that these crazy motherfuckers tried to blame the Texas power outage on fucking wind energy, which
That
only
fake
accounts
snow.
15% of their fucking energy source, right? Like, that's wild as fuck.
They said it was fake snow.
Wait, what?
There's conspiracy theorists saying all the snow is manufactured to make this happen.
Yeah.
And they're like boiling it, like trying to prove it's not real snow.
Yeah, they were like lighting it on fire and shit.
I did see one person commenting on a thing like, I hope that we're not under some kind of weather attack from our enemies. And I was like, y'all, that's called climate change.
I mean, what that man's talking about right there, that's like some classic, like,
talking about
G.I. Joe
Big ass hole
like
over Antarctica in the ozone layer. That's what's happening.
I saw a post that said, wow, it really sucks for those that have electric cars. And someone posts underneath, how long do you think it's going to realize that it takes electricity for the gas pumps to work?
And then the amount of people that I seen like talking shit about the Texas power situation that are like unrelentant capitalists that are just like, oh, fucking, oh, you gotta trust in the free market. The free market will do for all. They're like, oh, they're like fucking blaming ERCOT, which is the ERCOT, which is like the fucking, it regulates their market for them, right? But that's it. It has actually no real power to do anything other than make sure that a market exists for the selling of these commodities. That's the only power it really has. And these motherfuckers are like, well, ERCOT should have made them winterize. ERCOT literally doesn't even have the power to do that. Like, that's part of the reason that Texas is its own power grid, because they wanted to be away from federal regulations like winterization and shit like that. So they separated their power
grid. What do we need winterization for? We're Texas and we hot down here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not to mention, like,
so they could save a couple $100,000.
How many horses died in Texas?
I mean, they probably save millions of dollars.
A large amount of livestock has died in Texas.
Because if Texas froze over like that, like, yeah,
there was probably a lot of pigs dead too.
You know what that means, Dorian? If all those horses died.
More chili?
No. What is it, Dorian? It's millions of dollars and hordes come gone.
that's right. Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Back to something. I need context now.
A gallon of not even the best horses come $4.7 million.
Because
what?
Horse cum is the most valuable liquid known to man, apparently.
Why?
Is this how NASA gets the space? Someone tell me why it's so expensive.
I'll send you the video, man. Yeah.
That's what he was listening to when he came in earlier. I was like,
okay,
I saw the caption. I was like, what the fuck is this?
So at some point, if Dorian says, "Hey, I just got $4 million," I know how we got it.
Hey, we did talk about the fact that, like, the reason that shit's got to be so expensive is that motherfuckers who collect the horse cum had to be like, you know what, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, this is some bullshit. If I'm be doing this, ain't no minimum wage.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
That's going to cripple the Texan economy right there.
So speaking of glue, there was a girl who put Gorilla Glue into her hair.
Was that this month?
Yeah. That was Black History Month.
She is either the smartest person on a get-rich-quick scam, or she just really is not too bright.
She definitely was not on a get-rich-quick scam, because that shit is legitimately like she needed surgery.
Yeah, but she still could be on a get-rich-quick scam.
Because why?
I mean, she got the surgery for free. She got to GoFundMe that. I forget how much.
You get rid of your hair, right, for like a couple mil in the lawsuit.
She's not winning that lawsuit.
Honestly, I don't really expect her to win a lawsuit, because it's kind of like the forks in my kitchen. They don't say "do not stick in toaster." I'm not going to get rich off the fork company because I stuck it in a lit toaster.
Well, I don't even think.
Nah, I think she's going to get paid.
I read that she wasn't even trying to act. No,
she's not.
I read that.
I just said she's not getting any money from them. She's not getting money from Gorilla Glue. It even says on the bottle, don't put on your skin and your hair, none of that.
100%.
Near your eyes. And if anything like that happens, contact a medical professional. Also, poison hotline.
From what I'm to understand, like, motherfuckers.
You don't even get Gorilla Glue from the hair part of the fucking store.
She wasn't even trying to sue Gorilla Glue. Like that was just some shit that people made up to try to make her look even dumber. Like,
well, she wasn't on a get rich quick scam.
I think one of the other issues is like,
well, it could still be a get rich quick scam to like get like her social media popping type shit.
I mean, she did change.
Hey, when you told me about the video, right?
On what?
When you told me about that video of it, like you said, like in the video, her shit wasn't moving. When I watched the video, I was like, holy shit. Her shit was like a bowling ball.
It made my head hurt. I was like, yo, that's.
And then she was like, it's been like this for a month.
A month.
I didn't know it was a month.
When she tapped on it, bro.
When she made the video.
When she tapped on it, I was like,
I'm not gonna lie.
When she watched it.
Her hair looked good.
It
looked good. But the fact that it was like that for a month.
Sleeping all. That bitch.
Do you know how much your hair grows in a month?
True. No, her shit stopped growing.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if you think about it, all the oil that's like excreted from the scalp stuck underneath there. Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, she had a GoFundMe started. She made a bunch of money off of that, though. And she got the surgery for free.
Hey, she was like, watch me wash it.
Right.
Wasn't there also like an issue where like someone told her like if you put like alcohol in your hair, it'd help? And that just made it worse?
I don't know about that part.
Because Gorilla Glue, that shit tightens up. Like water makes it tighten up.
Yes.
Oh my god. So she was just making it worse.
You actually have to use water with Gorilla Glue to help it like activate it.
And then after all that, there was a guy in which he's one of the same guys who did the who's going out and licking the ice cream shits. He tried to debunk the fact that her shit was really stuck like that, and he put the Gorilla Glue on the cup, and put it up to his lip.
Oh yeah, the cup stuck on his face.
And got the cup stuck to his lip.
What an idiot.
And ended up in the hospital.
What an idiot.
And they didn't do the same shit they did for her, man. They had to like just peel that shit off. So he got like a top layer of his skin off of his lip and shit. Like, yeah, nigga. Dummy.
He deserved it. He deserved it.
Like, why did you do that?
Hey, they would have had to put me down. Hell no. Could you imagine that? Somebody just ripping the like top of your lip off? Ooh.
Yeah, he was an idiot.
That's a torture move.
Yeah,
right
he deserved it.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. That man deserved it.
There's no sympathy for doing something dumb.
It's so crazy, this man, Jeremy. One episode, he's defending glove and care and magic. The next episode, he's like,
no sympathy for these weak and meek motherfuckers. These weak
like everybody
No, I got sympathy for the woman. I got sympathy for her. I don't got no sympathy for that man who's just like, for some clout, trying to be like, yep, I'm about to prove this bitch is lying. Fucking stick this shit to my fucking mouth. Like, no, yeah, he deserved it.
who else did you say deserved it today? Somebody else. You're just on the they deserve it type shit.
Cockfight guy?
Cockfight guy. He didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it.
To die, though?
He deserved it. He deserved it.
He was trying to kill the chickens, but I mean, you kill chickens every day.
Right, okay, there's a difference.
Eat chicken.
There's
That's
a difference.
How do you know that's not how they killing the chickens you eat?
Look, if that's not how they're killing
How do you know?
There's
How
not
do
like
you
a
know?
grand
though?
chicken
You
coliseum
don't know. You
where
only
it's
know
like
that
this-
one video they show you on YouTube of motherfuckers having a collection of chickens. You don't see how other motherfuckers and farms be killing they slaughtering their chickens.
You might be
don't
right.
see it.
Look.
You don't see. You see
It
that
is a much
one
more
fucking
entertaining way
video.
than to like just cut the chicken's head off yourself.
Right.
But it's more efficient just to cut the head off.
I said
And who's gonna
entertaining.
know? And who's gonna know if it's just you fighting the chickens?
The bosses
I mean, there might
of
be
the
some
factory.
there might be some deep cuts in the breast.
Yeah, I was gonna
Factory
say, like,
farm that you
if
work
they're all
at.
fighting, the chicken that you get like in the store, it's gonna be all like scratched up and fucked
Yeah, you're
up.
gonna have like a cut up chicken already. That's the ones they use as pre-shot
Those are the
chicken.
scraps.
That's city chicken. No, that's
Nope.
pork.
That chicken goes into the hot dogs.
This man Dorian is like,
Oh, that is hot dog chicken.
this man Dorian is like,
The scraps of the fighters.
I'm about to start my own chicken factory where it's a chicken fight. And it's gonna be called battle chicken, and then fucking that's the kind of chicken you battle. You can eat. You can taste the fear.
But here's the
Or you
problem,
can pay to
though.
battle them.
Like someone could easily
Yourself?
say, like,
Battle yourself. Oh shit.
And then you get to take the meat home. Battle chicken.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
stick
that's a
some
different
razors to your
concept.
feet.
Coming February 2022.
Come on, man. I can't have a black guy coming out with a show about chickens and Black History Month. That'll
Well,
just be
actually,
too
it's
much.
March now.
No, he said February 2022.
Oh, you're right. He did say February next February. Yep. Why'd you wait a whole year?
Because we got to get it all together.
Yeah,
man.
get all those chickens together, man.
You're right. Never mind. I'm sorry. We definitely don't just put Nigel Redemption together on the fly.
I was gonna say,
You
like,
act like we just got a group of chickens somewhere.
Jeremy, I don't know
Unless you got some chickens in
how
the
aware
basement.
you are of like how easy it is to orchestrate apparently a cockfight. It takes some time, sir.
We got to get the chickens and the eggs, hatch them, raise them.
Hold up. Why? Why can't I just go buy a full-grown chicken?
No, because you're fighting these chickens. They're elite warriors.
You got to train these chickens to be fighters, man. Ninja chickens. Lil Uzi Vert got a diamond in his forehead, so now he looks like an
Yeah.
anime character.
Yeah,
Oh,
Or
I didn't know that
Morty
was this
from
month.
Rick and Morty during that one
Yes.
episode.
He does look like that's the one where they tell the truth. Oh no, you can see the future.
Yeah, I do as the crystal guy.
Yeah, that is that episode.
Man, I saw that. And it looks like it was heavy as fuck. It just like I feel like it's just dragging so much of
I
his
would
fucking
just be
forehead
so
down.
scared that somebody's gonna just kill me to take it out of my head.
Fuck killing you. Someone just runs up, just
$24 million
snatches it off
diamond?
your forehead.
I don't think you paid $24 million for it. Though.
But it's worth $24 million supposedly. So yeah, at least you can get $5 million for it.
I don't even think it's worth that much.
Not 5.
Yo, this
If
man.
you give it to him
this
with
man's
Uzi
door-
Vert's head, definitely 10 mil.
Well, it's got a head attached to
But
it.
here's
Yeah,
the thing,
box it
though.
up
Honestly,
like that,
I really think you could just
seven?
rip it off
Like
his
in seven?
forehead, and you don't need the rest of him.
Yo, this man Dorian just said
No, you gotta have his whole
has a
face.
cubic zirconium on his
I didn't
fucking
say that.
He said, yeah, they said it was worth $24 million. It was worth $24.
I didn't say that.
He actually won it out of a claw thing. And he was so happy. It was the first thing he won the claw game. He got an implant in his forehead.
Didn't get out of the claws in the middle of the mall.
No, it was definitely a claw game.
He was definitely in the middle of the mall. They took him behind a little glass counter or whatever. He was like, hey.
Behind the glass counter?
I don't even think that. I think it's like the same mall or like store in the mall where you can buy like the sheet metal katanas and all that stuff.
They pierced the forehead in the mall for the diamond. Yeah, that'd be horrible. Would y'all get a diamond in your forehead?
No.
Why not?
Stupid.
Like, yeah, I very much agree.
I don't even like diamonds.
How do you know?
I just like all
What do you mean, how does he know? He just says he doesn't like them.
You ever had diamonds on?
Yeah, I had a diamond chain one time, inherited from my grandpa, and they stole it from us when they robbed our house. I did used to like wearing it. But
I think that's probably more of a sentimental thing, unless of you like
I never
diamonds.
really knew my grandpa, so I don't really think so. I think I was just like, damn,
no sentiment.
this nigga was balling. He had a diamond chain. I'm trying to wear this. I'm trying to be a rapper too, grandpa.
I stand
I'm trying to be a rapper too.
But your grandpa was a rapper?
Nah, he was like a Freemason sheriff governor dude. He was probably a piece of shit, for real.
He probably was.
He was a sheriff.
Was he black?
Yeah.
I'm sure he wasn't a piece of shit.
My dad tell he was a piece of shit, so. I'm gonna just go with the dude that raised me and be like, yep, piece of shit. He had the guap though. He had like a whole bunch of diamond shits, fat ass gold chains. That's why I think it's piece of shit too. He's probably robbing people as a sheriff.
Yeah, I was gonna say that brings up a question: how does the sheriff afford a bunch of diamonds?
Well, he was also high ranking Freemason, so.
Right, like,
but that's an organization. That's not a job.
I mean, but he got the plugs.
That still raises the question: how does the sheriff get a bunch of diamonds?
He becomes a high-ranking Freemason as well. He gets plugged in with some judges. They start scheming together.
All right, there we go. There we go. Thank you. I wanted more of that concept.
Part of it.
I thought that was just as goes with like being a high-ranking Freemason. Thought they'd just be getting a scheme on.
I mean, it's not entirely like a whole Illuminati thing.
I mean, you got to know somebody to get in.
Does that mean that you have to scheme?
I mean, I guess not. You just see it's too secretive of an organization.
Only club. Like, what are you talking about?
I want to join one of those, but I don't know nobody in one, so I guess I'll never get.
On our own.
Courtside Karen happened.
Courtside Karen. Inform me of Courtside Karen.
The white girl that was yelling at LeBron.
Oh, she hates LeBreezy?
So, Antoine, I looked up how to be a Freemason. First, right up the rep. To join, all you have to do is ask a Mason.
Yeah, you got to know a Mason. They got to approve you.
No, it says you have to ask.
Oh, how do I become a Christian? Look that up.
A Christian?
Yeah.
Kick you in the face. You can be a Christian then. You can ask God, why did he kick me in my face? Give me a sign.
So here's what you do. The next time the zoo's open, which I think they're probably closing at this point at the time of day.
In which the zoo holds all types of animals.
Some of them are even mammals.
No, some of them are even reptiles.
Climb in the lion pit.
That's how I become a Christian?
You got to last 5 minutes.
Fuck out of here. That's bullshit. What did she say to LeBron? Was she saying anything in particular? Was it about him talking about politics? Because I know he got attacked for that too.
No, he was playing in the game, and her name is Courtside Karen. He was playing in the game, and I guess her husband said something to LeBron or whatever. This was in Atlanta or whatever, and she started going off on LeBron. Then LeBron,
you got to have some ultimate Karening to fucking approach that man LeBron in his Thunderdome, essentially.
Right, in the middle of a game.
Hey, you remember what you said on Twitter, bitch?
And they had a little back and forth or whatever, and she didn't have a mask on, and he was like, "Why you don't got your mask on in this bitch?" And she was like, "Oh, he's calling me a bitch. This, that, and then she had a whole bunch of videos after the game or whatever because she got kicked out, and then she started apologizing a couple of days later.
I mean, that's how it normally goes.
Yeah, and
you thought you were right when you were angry, but now you realize you didn't have a mask on, bitch.
And my question is, do you break up with your girl after that?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's some ridiculous shit. Yeah, no.
Like now you're famous, infamous.
What do you mean you yelled at LeBron and motherfucking shit?
Like we had courtside seats, bitch. Shut up. Just watch the game.
I mean, but he doesn't like LeBron either, though.
But you're still just...
That's not the point. If you have a massive public blowout...
Did he turn up on LeBron?
I don't know.
What if he started trying to fight
and how
LeBron?
do you, like... No. I was going to say, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to LeBron?
Oh, hey, man, she was pointing her finger and everything. I was like, yo, like
she's
LeBron's
LeBron's 6'9" with 5% body fat. There's only a select few people out here that can fight LeBron. Like, just on a physical aspect.
He's not wrong.
He's gonna beat your ass for your girl talking shit. I'm like, just sit down before I have to shoot LeBron because I can't win this one.
And then you go into jail for forever.
Yeah, like what the fuck? I gotta shoot LeBron now because you want to turn up at his game. Like, we're at this man's job.
Hey man, think about it though.
It's like that's like your girl going to Walmart and turning up on the cashier at Walmart. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Just wait till this man is not at work. Like, this dude is at work. You're turning up at his job. His job just looks a lot different, so you feel like he's not at work because you're watching him play a game. But the man is working.
Not to mention LeBron.
What if LeBron's wife just came out to cuss her, beating her ass?
Oh, man, that would been that. At that point,
I'm sure she was too far in the skybox, though.
At that point, I'd be like, all right, Vince McMahon has taken over the NBA.
I'm not upset about it right now.
Who is that? Who's coming out? What? Oh no, out of the entrance is LeBron's wife. Oh no, she's going right towards her and she DDT'd her through the table. Right on center court. And she's made him out here. We'll be right back with the NBA on Tuesday night.
With the NBA WWE.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%.
That would be great. The NBA would be way better. I'd watch it.
Agreed.
I'd watch it more. Sometimes I watch it to be like, the Cavs are going to make it. But we ain't.
Anybody else have anything from this month?
I mean, short month.
This is the shortest month of the year.
Oh, Ahmaud Arbery's mom filed hell of cases against everybody in that.
I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Yes.
Everybody that's involved in the case. The cops, the city, the people that chased him down. Everybody.
Fuck yeah.
Cases on all you bitches.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, that was my favorite Black History moment. That's gonna go down in the history right there.
All right, so I got another thing that still happened while in February. There's a possibility of the princess, I believe of Saudi Arabia, being pretty much held captive by the royal family.
Oh, she's Jasmine?
Yeah, she's the one that tried running away and it was a failed escape. And since then, no one's seen her. There's no proof of life. And it got to the point where the UN's like, we need to know if she's
the one
alive.
that left. She left, left the country?
No, she tried to. It was a failed escape. And then they locked her away, and because there's been almost no proof of life, the UN got to the point, it's like, hey, is she alive? And they're like, she's perfectly fine.
Does the UN even have the authority to be asking these kind of questions?
She's grounded, motherfucker. Get out of our business.
They got El Chapo's wife.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Press charges on her?
They got her
Yeah,
at
they did
Dallas
do
Airport.
that.
Oh, they caught her.
Yeah.
She was on that run. I didn't know she was on the run.
I didn't
No,
either.
I thought she was caught actually moving shit.
I thought she tested.
I think she was moving shit.
Oh, she was caught being. She was out
El
here.
Chapo.
She was Mrs. El Chapo.
Yeah,
She was like,
she
honey,
is Mrs.
I'm
El
gonna hold it
Chapo.
down. It was funny because she was in court like, I had never seen him do one illegal thing
Right,
ever.
that's what I. That's because
I was
I was
like,
doing the illegal things.
That's the one you need, baby.
He probably should have came home.
again, her defense was, I didn't see him do anything illegal because I was doing the illegal things.
Nah, she
You
probably
didn't
just
ask me
hopped
if
on.
I was doing the
El
illegal
Chapo
things.
definitely didn't have his girl doing illegal shit when he was out.
Or
Shit just
little
got
do we all
crazy
know.
when he got in.
Right.
And she was like, fuck, I can't find nobody.
Chapo could have been the front man.
how wild would that be?
Whoa, Chop is the front man?
Yep.
That would be crazy.
It was his girl
Oh,
the
he's the
whole
phone
time.
guy?
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
let's
his girl the
be
whole time.
honest.
The whole time
Gender's
it
all
was her.
equal in my eyes. She could be the real criminal mastermind here.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first
Chapo
time that
been
there
out here,
was
though.
a huge woman drug
Hasn't
dealer.
El Chapo been out here, though?
I mean, El Chapo's been out here, but his girl might have been out here.
I don't know. His girl
What if
was
they
actually
met up?
pretty
Like,
young.
what if El Chapo was like doing good, right? And then he met his wife, and she was doing good, and then that's how he made his name as El Chapo because they just combined businesses. It was like a merger.
Maybe.
It was a merger. It wasn't like a relationship. They just merged together.
She was like, your brand is a lot more solid.
Also, don't underestimate the age because I was watching a documentary on this one girl in Mexico that runs a cartel. Her dad ran the cartel and then died, and then she took it over like 16 and got murked out in the street in the DEA gun war. But they were doing pretty good. Like her cartel was out here pushing the weight.
I mean, like,
But it was her dad's first.
I feel like it's a
mean,
very
but she still was
realistic,
running
fitting Chroma Drime twist that I think most people would appreciate.
She was running that boy.
Y'all just trying to degrade El Chapo's name out here like he won't put
I'll be honest,
niggas
I don't know
out
her
on
name,
y'all
and
now.
honestly, it's fitting enough.
And they are going to come for us.
Y'all over here just trying to dog El Chapo like he not
We
that
trying to
nigga.
get Chop out.
Yeah, all right.
Blame it all on his girl. Then Chop get out.
And honestly, I don't think we're really bad-mouthing anybody here at all. We're just saying.
We're just giving this girl some props.
Exactly.
I think you being sexist, saying they couldn't have been her.
I'm not about to say El Chapo wasn't doing stuff out here.
No, he was doing stuff. That's why I said El Chapo was doing good.
I'm not taking nothing away from El Chapo and saying like, yeah, man, it was his girl the whole time.
It was a vertical merger.
I'm good.
It was a vertical merge.
But here's the thing. If you say that he was doing nothing, then by definition, he
merger?
gets to be out.
All right, predictions.
Yeah, nah.
What you got? What do you think's gonna happen in the month of March? Machi. What do you think's gonna happen in Machi, Archie?
We're going to return to Roman times, and Mitch McConnell is going to be betrayed by the GOP senators.
And get stabbed in the back.
And get
He's gonna
stabbed
be Julius
several
Caesar.
In the Capitol?
Yeah, in the Capitol several times. And
He's gonna be on C-SPAN.
his final words will be,
It was Rand Paul.
Rand Paul. God damn it. God damn it. You can't steal my joke in the middle of me saying it, Antoine. I hate it.
We're on the same wavelength.
See, like, there's so many, like, classical paintings of, like, the Ides of March of, like, the Senate turning on Caesar. I really want, like, a well-animated GIF of them all doing it.
I can't wait for the classical painting of Mitch McConnell being betrayed by the GOP.
Well, that's what I mean. But, like, I want it just to be, like, a GIF.
Oh, it's a GIF instead of a classical
exactly.
painting. Gotcha.
It's just, like, you can see all of them at, like, once just going...
Mitch
Well, they
McConnell.
tried to impeach Donald Trump again.
They did try to
They
impeach
did.
Trump again.
And unfortunately, he weasels it out of this one, too.
Yeah, it was a waste of time. Because that's all the Democrats know how to do is waste
I
time.
didn't understand the point.
They just
of it.
wanted to keep more focused on him, so
And his
Biden
lawyers
could
were
bomb
shitty.
shit.
Boom.
He had shitty TV lawyers.
Yeah,
Rudy, they coming again.
Rudy didn't help him though this time because he didn't
was
pay
not in
Rudy.
this one.
Honestly, the only thing I think they were even trying to do was, one, try to flex on the Republican Party and
And prevent him from
being president ever again.
All right, so
holding any office any again.
You got Mitch McConnell stabbed in the back by Rand Paul while giving a speech about Rand Paul in the U.S. Capitol
Yes.
with a spear.
No, knives. Many knives.
Oh,
Many
okay.
knives.
And it's not just Rand Paul. Rand Paul is just the...
Oh, okay.
He's the Brutus.
Why you?
So everybody's stabbing my guy.
All the GOP.
Do you not know the story of Julius Caesar?
Yeah, right. That's the real question here, Antoine. Senators murdered, Julius Caesar
Like,
on the
you don't know shit
Senate
that happened in
floor.
the Bible. You don't know Julius Caesar. Like, what do you know? What do you know?
I know about forensics.
Bugs aren't animals.
You don't know what an animal is?
I know
We
about,
never claim to be smart people on this app.
I know about forensics. What's your prediction?
So semi-similar, like a timepiece like he threw over there. But for Texas, they're going to be going through their own little French Revolution when they realize that Ted Cruz... Wait, there was also that one Texas mayor that pretty much said that
Nah, he was in
you don't
Colorado.
deserve handouts.
He was in
It's not the-
Colorado.
Colorado?
Yeah.
He was a Colorado mayor that talked about Texas and then resigned.
No, he was in Colorado mayor talking about the people in Colorado.
That was Texas. But even still, where he said the government doesn't owe you handouts. If your
just
power's
happened at
out,
the same
fucking
time.
deal with it. And it's like, that is a government issue, though. That the entire
Right.
state
You guys
doesn't
expecting
have
to
power.
get water as handouts. Like, no.
No. It's the
pay
mayor
for
of
water.
Colorado City in Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, Colorado City. Got you.
Was Texas, was Colorado.
I had to scroll down because I posted it like on the 16th of February. I'm actually going to read it real quick.
Go for it.
This
is important, too.
He was an asshole.
Immediately resigned right after, by the way, for obvious reasons.
Let me hurt some feelings while I have a minute.
Yeah, let me hurt some feelings, though.
No one owes you or your family anything, nor is it the local government's responsibility to support you during trying times like this. Sink or swim, it's your choice. The city and county, along with power providers or any other service, owes you nothing. I'm sick and tired of people looking for a damn handout. If you don't have electricity, you step up and come up with a game plan to keep your family family warm and safe. If you have no water, you deal without and think outside of the box to survive and supply water to your family. If you are sitting at home in the cold because you have no power and are sitting there waiting for someone to come rescue you because you're lazy, is direct result of your raising. Only the strong will survive and the weak will perish. Folks, God has given us the tools to support ourselves in times like this. This is sadly a product of a socialist government where they feed people to believe that the few will work and others will become dependent for handouts. Am I sorry that you have been dealing without electricity and water? Yes. But I'll be damned if I'm going to provide for anyone that is capable of doing it themselves.
But though,
we have lost sight of those in need and those that take advantage of the system and mesh them into one group. Bottom line, quit crying and looking for a handout. Get off your ass and take care of your own family. Bottom line, don't a part of problem, be a part of the solution.
I quit. Mic drop.
So, through that whole thing, reading between the lines, this motherfucker said, we're not doing shit, go feral.
All I heard was
He told
storm
him to make
his
water.
house. All I heard was
He told
storm his
him
house.
figure out a solution for food and water.
He said make water. I mean, given it's a nice storm out there, you can go get a couple hands full of ice.
Here's the craziest
Melt
thing to
some
me,
water.
though, right? This motherfucker is yelling at them to go solve the problem themselves. When, like, literally, if any of these people were to decide, like, you know what,
You're the mayor.
I am going to go fix the public utilities problem. I'm going to get the electricity back on. They would be arrested for fucking trying to tamper
/ trespassing.
Yes, right. Like,
All I'm saying is they should have just raided his house
All I'm saying is, you a mayor
took
talking
all of
about
his
people don't
shit.
deserve handouts.
and told him the strong survive, bitch.
Like I'm saying, like he essentially told people,
Facts.
go straight Mad Max in this winter wonderland.
No, but they should have did it on him. They should have went Mad Max on him. They should have just all grouped up, went to his house, robbed all of his shit, told him the strong survive, and used his generator and drank his water.
it's fucking crazy that
It would be crazy
like,
if they just stripped his house from the block. That was it.
They should have just opened his house up for like everybody to come stay there, as many people as could fit.
and the cognitive dissonance here, where this man is like, oh, this was caused by socialist policies in the most capitalized fucking electric market in the whole fucking country. Like, come on now. Your failures of your fucking power company were because of them trying to cut a few corners to save maybe $1 million. Like, period.
Probably not even.
But yeah,
Probably not even. So probably like $100,000.
$100 or something.
going off of
Yeah, it was only
the
$100,000.
extra information of
You never seen Trading Places.
essentially this mayor going pretty much Marie Antoinette telling them fucking let them eat cake if they have no bread. And we have, crews literally, pun included, cruising on over to fucking Cancun to try to hide out and make sure that he's at least comfortable while his constituents are literally dying in an
That's crazy.
unprecedented
Taking no family to
blizzard.
Mexico for a better life, though.
Yeah.
He really did. He really did.
Like, let's be honest. For that week, Texas
And they
was
abandoned
pretty
other
much
people
like
to
a
do that
third
to
world
they want to come
fucking
here.
Iceland. I mean, it was like the bad parts of like Siberia.
Alaska.
No, Alaska. Siberia. Where it's just, there's nothing out here. Everyone dies.
Was it all of Texas?
It was a significant portion
It was
of
a
Texas.
very significant portion of
and
Texas.
those that were getting literally charged like $1,000 per kilowatt hour. It was crazy. Like,
I'm saying, like, because did none of Mexico freeze?
it got cold, but here's the problem is like there are parts of like Texas.
No, like Mexico didn't get the cold front like Texas did. Like it like stopped right at the border.
border?
It was
Right,
like,
right.
they're
That's
assholes.
crazy, right?
We're staying in here.
well, Dorian, that's where we come to find out that we're under attack with the weather from our enemies. Okay,
It's fake snow. Look, if you burn it, it's not real snow. That's not how snow works.
so what's your prediction, sir?
But like just over time, like hopefully a portion of the people now that have their power back and realizing, wow, they literally were going to leave us to freeze and die. Start realizing that those that are currently in charge of them literally do not have their best interests at heart of any sort. And I'm just hoping and predicting over time it will start going to be just not those career politicians. Unfortunately, more career politicians will place
So
themselves.
So he's predicting next month they're gonna eat the rich or eat the politicians in Texas.
I wish.
No,
I
he's
wish.
predicting that Texas is going blue, which is even more fucking unlikely than them actually eating the rich.
But the problem is, like,
I mean, we thought the same thing about Georgia.
I mean,
What?
Georgia
We thought the
went
same
blue.
thing about Georgia.
True.
That's the
Facts.
problem. No one would have ever guessed, hey, Georgia's going to go for Biden. I would have never predicted that. And like I said, man, they were literally left to freeze and die.
All right, what do you got, Dory?
I just think coronavirus is going to spike since, like, I think it's like a third or 2/3 of the country doesn't want to take the vaccine and everything.
Not to mention there's new variations popping up, new strands that aren't
Right.
as affected by the vaccines that exist now.
Yeah.
Lit.
And everything has been opening back up, so everybody going to be wilding for the summer or the springtime weather and shit. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, shit going to spike.
So, my last prediction has failed. Kamala Harris did not assassinate Joe Biden.
I don't know why you thought that in the first place.
So, what I'm going to go with is Kamala Harris is going to assassinate Joe Biden
This March.
in March, but it's going to be with a new strand of coronavirus because she is secretly working on the coronavirus strand so she can become president.
Oh.
And an easier way to become the first female president of the United States. And then she's going to go into hiding.
First president as a double minority. Nice.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of firsts. Just from taking out one old little fuck boy.
I do want to bring up one thing. There was also the newscasters
Kamala's a
that
fuckboy too.
were calling Joe Biden's 12-year-old German Shepherd a junkyard dog because it doesn't look like a presidential dog.
Yeah, they was dogging this dog, but they were like, man, if you don't get this mud out of here.
Like, dude, it's a 12-year-old fucking
I was like,
dog.
damn, man, y'all really dogging this
That's the
dog?
HOA did that?
Like, that's not even an attack on someone's character.
HOA?
That's just
Yeah.
being a dick.
Was it like a housing?
it's like CNN or some
Yeah,
shit.
it was a newscaster dogging.
Oh, man, that's
And he was like
fucked up.
talking with like
nationally dogging
political
his dog?
analysts at the same time, and he's like, "Don't you
just-
think his
just
dog looks
look
like
at
shit?"
him,
And the guy's like,
his hair is matted.
yeah,
I'm
looks like looks
stop
dirty.
It, stop it.
All I'm saying is you can't bring no dog that looks like that into the White House of America.
But like, what's the fucking point of like?
Oh, they were
focusing on-
dogging Joe Biden's dog?
Yes, his literal German Shepherd, his 12-year-old
I was so
German
confused.
Shepherd.
I thought you guys were talking about just a random dudes like
No,
German
man,
Shepherds.
they're
or-
attacking Joe Biden's
This guy on the
homie.
news
They're just being
was
real mean
just-
about it.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, man. Fuck Joe Biden's dog, man. Just like you saying, fuck the people in the cages.
And on the note of fuck Joe Biden's dog, that's not Java Hipsters, baby.
It's funny you say that because they did just release some news that he's trying to reunite the families back together today.